Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look here at another one of these Plum option sets for the Power Dolls 2 kit. So we've taken a look at a couple of these before, and this is going to be a pretty short video because all this is just like a few different option parts, like option weaponry that you can use for your Power Dolls 2 kit from Plum, which is a really cool kit. Highly recommend it for you guys. It was fairly recently reprinted, and the option sets 1 and 2 were reprinted as well. This is option set 3, which gives us some more options. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into it here for today's video. So we'll start off here by just taking a quick look at the box and contents like we've seen with the other option sets that we took a look at before. The outside of the box, there's not really too much here to look at. We do have a couple of little photos here on this sticker essentially showing you what you've got. You've got these kind of like long missiles there on the side, these missile pods over here on this side, and then we do also have this new kind of Gatling gun there to hold in the hand, which does look pretty cool, especially compared to the other handheld weapons for the Power Dolls. Are not very bulky, but this one is definitely the bulkiest of the handheld weapons that we've got for it so far. So there you can see this is option set number 3, and inside here we can expect probably just a couple of runners and our instructions, nothing too fancy, but it does look like the instruction booklet here for this one is going to be all in color on the outside, even though there's not really a whole lot of color really to be had. It's mostly just kind of black and white anyway, but we have a couple more images here of the suit with the new equipment on it. Up here we've got our color guide, which is basically white, gray, dark gray, blackish kind of, and then like blue, and that's really kind of about it. So you have your new shoulder pieces, which is what these will attach onto, and then the new weapon. We have some data here, like from the game, which is pretty cool to see that. And then on the inside there is our parts list. We have runners A, B, C, and a little D runner, and a couple little bits there, and then just the instructions are all just here in black and white. That's it, pretty simple. For the runners here, we've got some polycaps there in gray. Our A runner is going to be in an off-white, very light gray here for some of those parts. The B runner here for some of the missile pod parts there in kind of like a medium gray. We've also got this B runner, which is 2 little blue runners there for some blue parts for the shoulder equipment. We've also got 2 different C runners here. This is the first of them, which is just mostly the parts for the Gatling gun and some other parts of the equipment there, looks like. Our other C runner is the parts for the shoulders there. And lastly, runner D here, a couple of little blue parts, and that's it. Alright, so once we have everything all built up, here is a look at these accessories on their own. Let's take a quick look at these, and then we'll look at them actually on the kit. So here is the gigantic Gatling gun here. And obviously, just like with the main kit itself, there's going to be issues like seam lines being quite abundant, and also a lack of color separation. Like, for example, this entire weapon is all here in gray, which I think probably makes pretty good sense. But, you know, obviously, if you want it to look that much better, going in and doing some detail painting, if you're going to be painting this up in multiple different colors, things like that, there's obviously a lot that you could put into this to just make it look that much better. But the actual design of it, the details, everything does look really, really nice. It is quite large and quite heavy. I think if this is something that you were considering picking up and maybe using as a weapon for a Gundam kit, for example, it would be probably even pretty large for a 1/100 scale kit, but right about the good size for a 1/100 scale like master grade Gundam kit, I think, for example. So we've also got these shoulder kind of adapter pieces. Now these are something we've seen in the previous option set, which gave us different shoulder equipment. So this is something that you're just going to replace the shoulder armor of the original kit with these, so that we can place our new armaments onto here. So this is going to be our 2 large missiles here for the one side, which do have pretty good color separation. At least we have this little blue band detail there as a separate piece, but again, lots of seam lines and everything on here. But also, on the other hand, just to be flipping back and forth, a lot of really great detail. So really, really nicely detailed set there for that. And then for the other side, the large missile pods here, which are going to be, again, like with the Gatling gun, quite big and heavy. So this is definitely some much heavier equipment here for the Power Doll, but again, very nice detail all around. You can just kind of imagine once this is all painted up just how nice that's going to be, especially with some like big markings or something on here. I think it's going to look very, very cool. All right, then let's take a look at how this new equipment looks on the main kit itself. Obviously, this isn't going to be adding anything too substantial to the actual kit, so we don't need to go into too much talking about like the articulation or anything of the kit. I've done a review on the main kit, and then also done a separate video on the past couple of option sets so you guys can go back and check those out if you want to know a little bit more. Basically, as just an overview here of this particular option set, I think it does look very cool. That massive Gatling gun is a very cool weapon, definitely much larger compared to the previous handheld weapons which we've had in the original kit and in the previous option sets. So if you're looking for something a little bit more substantial for it to hold in hand, this definitely gives you a really great option for that. And then the shoulder mounted equipment, the large missiles, and then the missile pods also add a look of a very heavy equipment on this, again, compared to past sets. So on a brief note concerning the kit itself, I mean, just as a reminder to you guys, there's pros and cons. It has, articulation limitations, and it has, a fair amount of seam lines and a fair amount of work that you're going to have to put in on it for it to really look its best. But like I've been saying here, very cool design, quite unique, and really great detail around on this. So if you're a fan of the design, I think this makes for another really awesome set for some additional equipment that you can use for this additional and or optional equipment that you can use on your kit. So it's definitely worth checking out. If you guys want to check out some of the stuff from Plum or other different mecha model kits, paints, tools, supplies, anything like that, you guys can check the link in the video description to USA Gundam Store. We've got all sorts of cool stuff there for you guys. And if you also want to like the video, make sure that you're subscribed while you're here. That would also be very appreciated. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. That's it for this quick video here today, guys. Let me know what you think about this option set down in the comments below. Till next time, hope you guys all have a great day. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.